Separation isn't just difficult for the Divine Feminine, it can be just as hard, if not harder, for the Divine Masculine. Even when they seem distant, they're going to be processing below the surface. The emotions that the Divine Masculine goes through during times of separation, or they'll be pretty similar to yours, if you're a Divine Feminine watching. If you're feeling uncomfortable with separation and you're grappling with a lot of difficult and heavy emotions, your person will be as well. And your twin flame will be working through the same kind of stuff that you are at any given time. It might not look the same on the outside, but it will be the same at the core, because your twin flame will be experiencing the contents of your shared consciousness through their lens. It won't look the same as yours because you've got your own lens. It's okay not to fully understand their journey or to see things happening in their journey that don't appear to make sense. They probably won't understand all the nuances of your journey at this time, but that's okay. You've got your piece and they've got theirs. Just know that as you walk the path, they are walking the path with you. And the Divine Masculine can sometimes act like they don't care, even when they do, for various reasons. There's, first of all, the reason of camaraderie. They're acting all macho, they're acting all hard, like they can't be hurt, like they're not emotional, like they don't have sensitive feelings, like they're not all soft and squishy on the inside like a pink marshmallow. But that's just their defense mechanism. It's the way they cope with things. So that's what they might be doing consciously but subconsciously, and this is much more important when it comes to twin flame dynamics. They might appear like they don't care when they do, because they're triggering you to love yourself in this place. They want you to love yourself. The more you do love yourself, the quicker they'll drop the facade and start being the person they really are inside, the person you know them to be, the person that you fell in love with. They may be triggered by a separation into their own healing journey, but ultimately they don't even have to make the decision from their side. Don't worry about what's happening their end. The truth is, when it comes to twin flames, that there is only one end, and that's you. The way to get them on their healing journey is for you to get on your own healing journey. The moment you make the core choice to be together with your twin flame, they do the same. Even if they don't have any fancy words for it, even if they've not heard of twin flames. From the moment you make that decision, they'll be walking the path with you. And even if they're mirroring back to you some pretty unpleasant stuff for healing, that's still walking the path with you. There are fears that can hold the Divine Masculine back from fully embracing the connection. But as you are one, you're one being, they're you. Any fears that they're showing you are fears that you have too of embracing the connection. So give thanks to your Divine Masculine in your heart for showing you where your shared fears are that are keeping you from your desire. It might be a fear of being unworthy, or a fear of being abandoned, or a fear of being rejected, or a fear that love leaves, or that love can't be trusted, or that one might not be able to be with love, etc., etc. You'll know what these fears are in yourself. If you're unclear, just work with what you do have access to, work with what you are clear about, and more clarity will come. Start from where you are, work with what you got. That's enough. The Divine Masculine often struggles with vulnerability and expression. Well, I'm not a masculine, and I've struggled with that myself enough in the past month as well. It's pretty normal to struggle with being vulnerable. It's a big deal. They have to drop the mask, they have to drop all this camaraderie of who they are, and also the emotions that they experience in the twin flame connection are so intense and so huge that it strips them of everything that they are, and that can make them want to run away because they like to be in control, and that can be a problem. And the Divine Masculine will feel the Divine Feminine's energy even from afar. They might not be so conscious of it as you are in this place at this particular moment in time. Because you feel their energy in your heart, and you know, oh, it's them, it's him. They're always there. It might be more subtle for the Divine Masculine if they're not so actively on the journey as you are. But they will respond to every bit of energy you give out 24 hours a day. Your energy that you give out will either attract them or repel them. Self-love is a very attractive energy. Neediness is a very repulsive energy. It's ultimately down to you taking responsibility for your own vibration and the energy that you put out as to whether or not you attract your union. Don't be hard on yourself if you're finding it difficult to shift out of old habits. Sometimes we all need a little bit of help with this. The signs that the masculine is awakening during separation could be quite subtle. They might be becoming more open-minded to the things that you're into, some of the more spiritual, esoteric things. But sometimes it can be quite hard to tell. I mean, the best way to tell if they're awakening or not is whether you're awakening. Because if you're awakening, they are. If you're healing, then they are. You're not always going to be allowed to see their progress from where you're at the moment, so don't worry about that too much. It's not important for your journey. Your healing is the most important thing for your journey. You're best not distracting yourself with things happening over there. Just bring it back to yourself and your own healing. The masculine handles longing and missing the divine feminine in various ways. Often they might numb out, they might use substances, they might distract themselves. And that's not what you want to be happening. It's not what you want them to be doing. If they're acting numbed out, you can heal that for the both of you, because they wouldn't be able to act it out unless you were being numbed out in a different area. So find out where you're not feeling your feelings. Choose to feel your feelings. Feel through them. Honour your heart. Acknowledge your feelings and validate your feelings. If you're desiring acknowledgement from your twin flame, you have to acknowledge all your own feelings first. The thing that pushes the divine masculine to fully choose union simply is you fully choosing union. Because you choose as one, you can't choose separately from each other. They'll always show you what you're genuinely choosing. But you will be with your twin flame the moment that you fully decide to be with them. That's it. And the divine masculine knows that separation isn't going to be forever, deep down, because they're you. You share one consciousness. You share this innate knowing of who you are to each other. How much access the divine masculine has to that particular awareness, we don't know. But once again, just keep going. The clarity will come as you heal. You'll be able to fully compare notes when you come together. Or maybe you won't even need to. You'll be that aligned. You'll be that harmonized. Either way, you choose union and you will have it.